Huzzah! Welcome to the things that you are not supposed to see, but you're gonna see anyway. It's a working title. We're doing it. I don't know. Like, he's like, I got a title, and he wrote it on his phone and didn't tell me what it is. So, this is the... Now he's just like so unprofessional. Just reaching for the phone. This is what you had to wait for 1,000 views to see.
It's a bunch of shit you're not supposed to see.
A bunch of shit you're not supposed to see, which is what I like to refer to as the little box I keep under my bed. It's a bunch of shit you're not supposed to see. But this is our outtakes of the Hal-Con video. Even though it was about, 10 minutes? The video was almost 10 minutes. It was...
No, what was it, 8 minutes?
Yeah, it was close to 10 minutes.
I don't know. Some professional YouTube person told me it was too long and they weren't going to watch it, but...
Yeah, I mean, you could have a smoke and have half a shit before the video is over. Take it with you on your phone.
What I'm saying, you know, who just sits there and has a shit now? I mean, you have a phone.
Exactly, yeah.
You get an iPhone, you get a BlackBerry, whatever, you know.
Stop playing Scrabble while you're shitting and watch the Hal-Con videos.
I mean, they even got Minesweeper now on the iPhone, so you can shit and
But when, you have to wipe your ass, don't put your phone too close to the toilet.
Yeah, sit it on the counter or something. Yeah. You don't want to fall in that.
Exactly. So, not just about entertaining, but about helpful tips on how to keep your iPhone safe. My concept was that I was going to come up with this game show type of thing, where I came up with, I think, 10 or 12 nerd questions to see how...
The sort of geek quiz.
Yeah, to see how nerdy someone is. Yeah. Fucking cat. I tried so hard to keep her away from the shot. Anyway, it was to see how nerdy somebody actually was. And I thought, because, you can't see right now, but I'm kind of a nerd. I collect comic books and toys and all that junk. The cat thing. Look, we're not professional. Yeah. I came up with the questions that I thought any nerd should know based off of the nerd stuff that I know. Didn't really work out that well. Which is a good reason why. You see, when I'm interviewing people, a lot of the times you think it's me talking to them. Some of the clips were, questions from the quiz, but...
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, it ended up, the clips we used, it really was just me talking to somebody.
I think the problem with a lot of the questions... For some reason, nobody knew the answers.
Yeah, for even simple, there were some hard ones. There were some simple ones that I think I can't remember what it was, but I think the guy who was dressed as a Klingon had no idea how to answer the easiest of Star Trek questions. Yeah. And I don't know Star Trek, so these questions I went on Google and just fucking typed in Star Trek trivia and took a couple questions from there.
And that was our first interview too, and the audio didn't turn out so great, but I'm kind of glad. Because it wasn't worth it.
It was bad. When you're fully dressed as a fucking Klingon, and you can't even name the Star Trek movies, it seems ridiculous to me.
Everything you asked him about Star Trek, he just, I don't know, you got me.
Yep, oh no. And I think from there, pretty much all went downhill with my questions. Yeah. We soon had to abandon the format. Welcome to Hal-Con. You're here for the science fiction comic book convention. I'm not entirely sure which one is more prevalent than the other, but we're playing a game to see how nerdy you are. Do you think you're very nerdy?
I don't know that much, but I'll try.
Not that much? Okay.
I'll try.
I thought I had easy questions, but this guy can't get it, so I don't know how we're going to do. All right. In what famous movie is the quote, "I'd buy that for $1"?
I have absolutely no idea.
The answer is RoboCop. Just in case anyone ever
saw that show.
It's a great movie. I mean, for the 80s, robots destroying things, coats and titties and stuff like that. Actually, I have a Transformers question. I should ask the Transformers guy the Transformer question. No, he's like, no, seriously, this is not...
You're embarrassed me.
You think you're embarrassed? I had to look up the names that I had to write down so I didn't remember them. Which one of the following is not a Transformer? Slag, Headstrong, Spoiler, or Vortex?
I think it's slang, actually.
No.
Vortex?
Spoiler, he's a GoBot.
It's a guilt. Really?
Yeah.
Pull that on me?
Yeah, I'm going to pull a GoBot on you.
That's unfair.
I know, but there's no other real knockoff Transformer thing that I could kind of pull on you. Not a comic book related question, but do you know what a metachlorian is?
Yes.
What is it?
Metachlorians is what in your blood that gives you, access to the Force.
That's a trick question. Metachlorians are bullshit. that was the real answer I was looking for. Yeah.
That is not the answer you're looking for.
Possibly. I'll just placate to you because you're a girl. So, so what we did when we weren't interviewing people or coming up with certain specific ideas is once in a while I would take a walk around the different floors, and Matt would stay about 3 or 4 feet behind me with the camera, but I had the little Zoom recorder, and I would pick up everything that I was talking about.
Yeah, half the time I couldn't even hear what you were saying.
Yeah, Matt didn't even know what I was saying. I was basically... The first floor was like a vendor floor where a lot of people were selling stuff, and then the second floor was like a whole bunch of
like
stuff, art and
art,
stuff like that.
Comics.
So I just to give us something that maybe I don't think any of it really made maybe a little bit made of it the actual Hal-Con video, right?
Yeah, there's a few clips. Oh, the t-shirts.
Yeah, the t-shirt thing was part of the vendor thing.
Yeah, that did make it.
I was kind of insulting everything, just walking around and being an asshole.
Yeah,
and
pretty
insulting
much.
Everything. So
yeah.
That's what you're about to see now, is me doing what I do best, which is just
what he does daily.
Shitting on everything and just being a prick to everybody.
And a big asshole.
Yeah, pretty much. So. Yeah, I'm here at the Hal-Con vendor center where they're selling a lot of things. If I wasn't hopelessly addicted to drugs and prostitutes, I might pick up on a few things. So now let's go through the floor here and see what sort of stuff I can't afford because I'm cheap, broke, and because I'm better taste than this. Anyway, let's go. Oh, but that way, he tells me. Oh my. God is good.
Girl,
oh man, that's the perfect kind of girl. That way you can turn her off when she's talking and be like, make me a sandwich, wind you up. Let's go down this way. Let's see what we can find. I bet we could easily find virginity. There's Thor. Kind of looks like a pussy. I think I could take him. Holy crap, are those Pog? No, they're not. I get excited. I thought I saw some Pog. In closing, walking around the art room, there's a lot of beautiful art for sale. There are a lot of fuckable women. Like, a lot. I stand no chance.
Alright, so while we were filming at Hal-Con, Andrew had some questions and whatnot he was asking everybody. And this next clip is kind of his sort of go-to when he ran out of things to chat about.
Not particularly necessarily always good at thinking on my feet. And some of the times when things weren't going as well as we had necessarily planned, I needed a go-to that I could at least prolong. It was an easy go-to that I could sort of say it without thinking and at the same time think about where I wanted to go next. So, because...
Actually, I guess we should mention, since you're about to go there, Christy was also on the crew.
Yeah.
She was helping us out with the slate.
Theoretically.
And,
on day 1, take 5.
Yeah, she was supposed to get our interviews, get them to sign release forms. And
I think I called her a coffee bitch at one point.
Yeah, she was the bitch, the bitch runner, apparently, in my opinion.
Christy, she's our coffee bitch.
And, so we needed to basically, I needed something at times when it was just like, I don't know what the fuck. Because it'll become clearly obvious that I less and less knew what I was doing as the day goes on, as you watch these outtake clips. I needed a go-to, and Christy was my easiest target. And I insinuated that Christy has a little bit of a problem with two things in her life. World of Warcraft and drugs. So that's what you're going to see with the next clip, is me just totally lambasting the character of your sister.
Well, I mean, every second we weren't at Hal-Con, she was playing World of Warcraft. So.
And I'm not going to say she wasn't, but she may or may not have also been doing drugs. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Well, I don't know about that.
I didn't say if she was or she wasn't. I said she may or may not have. So it's up to you, the viewer, to decide. She gets high and plays World of Warcraft. Have you ever done that?
No, but I have had a couple of drinks and played. It's interesting. I started to get a little reckless after the second beer.
So what do you think about this girl over here? She is a drug addict and a World of Warcraft player.
Wow. Yeah. No. The addiction for WoW, that's a little bit scary sometimes. I've lost a few friends.
Yeah, as you can tell by my exceptionally stylish Ninja Turtles hoodie, I get a lot of what the kids would say trim. I get a lot of it all the time. It's like I'm pulling pussy out of the trees and just fucking it. But I still felt like I should help out. There's a selection, a few small group, not me personally, like I said, pussy magnet, that don't get a lot of girls or guys, and I felt, well, I didn't ask any guys for dating tips. Did I? Oh, I did.
This is the guy that goes to a sci-fi convention and asks for dating tips.
Yeah, pretty much. I originally thought I would ask girls for dating tips in hopes that one of them would be delirious enough to let me sniff her panties. So I'm a borderline alcoholic and socially anxious. Do you have any dating tips advice for me? I'm trying to get...
Dating tips?
Yes.
I am the worst person to ask about dating tips.
Really?
Yeah, in all seriousness, no.
Can you give me any dating tips?
Personality. It's all about personality.
I don't take a lot of things well, and you're about to find that
I
out.
think that makes it entertaining.
Yeah. And so concludes our journey into Hal-Con 2011. Wonder Woman was the best I saw.
Right, no costume, no glasses. I was gonna say.
Thanks.
Yellow. That's totally not yellow. Sorry,
Should I
have to because I was
should I try that again?
Yeah.
Okay. And so concludes our journey into Hal-Con 2011. My personal vote for vest costume. Okay, I'm gonna start over again. And so concludes our journey for what? Oh my god! Are you kidding me? And so concludes our journey into Hal-Con 2011. I have nothing else to say. I'm gonna be defiant about it. What else do you want me to say? Like. And so concludes our journey into Hal-Con 2000. You know, this is just... I've done 4 of them. One of them's got to be good enough. Really pushing my patience. The rest of the stuff you didn't see from the Hal-Con video. The shit that you didn't see.
Yeah.
That's what you just saw. Now you saw it. So
As the
now
title said.
it's completely seen by the public. And we're just here to say thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll be back at Hal-Con next year. Bigger and better. If they let us. I will be giving autographs if you see me on the floor. And handies in the third bathroom stall on the far one to the left on the top hand corner.
And if you do see us at the event, instead of running away in fear and screaming like what happened sort of this past
or any
convention.
time I take my pants off around a girl.
Yeah, just come right up to us and
We'll put you on film.
they'll give you something or other.
Yeah, it will be a lot of fun. Yeah. We're looking forward to it. Hal-Con, we should thank the people at Hal-Con for giving us passes and letting us do what we did. It was a great time. We had a lot of fun, and like we said, I think we should close this out by quoting the immortal words of the great band Semisonics. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
I thought that was by Third Eye Blind.
No, Semisonic. Closing time, asshole. Get with the program.
What's the difference?
Nothing. Alright, we're good.
You think so?
I'm just going to get up and end it here in a second. Yeah.
You just had enough?
I think we're done recording.
You think so?
Yes.
I think we got more to do.
No, I'm done.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm fucking done.
Where the fuck you going?
I'm done. I'm going to have me a diet root beer.
Can I have one?
Yeah, sure.